Okay, we are back. So welcome back to Periwinkle Palace Art. You obviously clicked here. I'm Princess Bun Bun, and we're doing art. We do art here, you know. Whatever. Cool. Okay. So before I went to lunch, I had to get off early to put on a new sensor. And now we're gonna keep working on this background. It still looks funny, I know. Two, four. Okay. Yeah, just delete it. Delete the upcoming. I don't know how it creates that, but I have to delete them a lot. So we had T2 is what we put on here, and so now I'm going to grab T4. I'm jumping shades by 2 degrees to help it blend really well. Theoretically. Art's kind of like science. Everything's a theory until it happens. I never really thought of that before. Here we go. You know what? I don't have the time lapse running, do I? Nope. So, while I was at lunch, I ended up, um, I can't take any more politics or news right now. Like, I can't. After yesterday, I'm so bitter. So, I ended up watching a kind of documentary slash video essay, I guess, about Justin Bieber, of all people. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember when we were all joking as a society at his expense. And I remember the hate that that child got. And it was a really good little video. Um, and I knew it was bad back then. I used to say things like, why do they do that? But the way that he was treated, just, it pulled it back into perspective a bit. And I kind of feel even grosser than I did before I watched it. Like, humanity humanity has some things to answer for. I don't know who we answer to, but bruh. Anyway, so while I was out, I mean, that made me almost cry. It made me almost cry to just see it all put together in one place like that. I feel for celebrities, I really do. I know that's probably an unpopular thing to say, but I wouldn't want to be famous. Which is strange now that I think about it, because I'm sitting here making live videos, right? I don't want to be famous. I reserve the right to remove myself from the internet and interactions of the internet at any point that I choose to, whether it be permanently or otherwise. I do that in a normal way anyway, so I feel for celebrities, I do. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Mandatory hugs. Love you.
Love you.
Have fun. Or relax. Or, I don't know. Just have a time. Anyway, my point was, I don't remember what my point was. No, my point was that, that documentary thingy made me almost cry for Justin Bieber. And, like, I'm not even ashamed of it. Not cry because I want him, or because I'm obsessed with him, because I never was. I'm not. He's a good musician, but I did not have the Bieber fever. We're gonna go to T6 anyway. No, I just feel bad for him. I feel bad for a lot of celebrities, honestly. We're moving to T6. And I said, hello, hello, this is where I wanna be. I know, this is where I wanna be. Let me show you. Anyway, after I watched the Justin Bieber thing, my eyes got a little teary, and I couldn't see anything because I have sensitive eyes, and like, I don't even know what happened, but my eye was just blurry for a while, so I couldn't even get back online. Like, I could have. I don't mind if y'all see me sticking my finger in my eye, but here's the thing. If you can't see, you can't do art very good. Or at least I can't. I mean, I guess I could practice it. I could practice it. Maybe we should do that one day. Blindfolded drawing and coloring. I don't think that's one I've done yet. I like to do weird experiments. That's my thing. Let me show you. I know, hello, this is where I wanna be. I know, this is where I wanna live. I want you to know this is how we live one night. So I felt like my eye was going to be really red and puffy, and I didn't want to deal with the insecurity of that. And like I said, I was feeling kind of emotional, so I grabbed my little emotional support shrimp. His name is King Prawn, and I put him on my wrist, but the elastic was too small, so it was cutting off the circulation, and we don't do that here. So I was just trying to find a way to hold him or whatever, and I just put him in my hair. So say hi to King Prawn. That's T6. T8. Daddy. I can be yours. I can be yours. Okay. Right. We have T10. So we've gone 2, well, I did 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. I don't know if we're going to have enough room left over to do actual black, but we'll see. This is going to be pretty close to black. be yourself. Mm-mm. I love you completely. I don't immediately silence my kids when they walk by, but I never know what Damien's about to say when he forgets himself. I can't remember if I put this over here or not. Oh well. It's kind of lopsided. I get it. But it kind of creates that, like, I'm on a diagonal artistic appearance. It wasn't intentional. I have just this little area right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and put black there. It's whatever. I didn't know that you were. You told me. Yeah, I feel like that blue, that black has more blue in it. Hang on. It does. It has more blue in it. Where's the special black? Yeah, I'm writing on my table. It's fine. It's glass. Oh, that's what it is. Well, I figured it out, but I already put the blue one, kind of, on the paper. So this actually matches more with toner gray. Well, now I know what the difference is between the black and the special black. I don't know if you can see that. This is regular black, and this is the special black. I wouldn't have realized that if I had not put the black on here, because it looks slightly different and colorized compared to all the toner grays. Uh-oh, I caught that. I caught my patch on something. Alright, let me look at this for a second. Come here, let me look at you. Okay, I'm gonna take the colors and go back inwards. I'm gonna go over this black with special black, just whatever. Usually I'm not gonna go back through every single shade. I'm gonna pick out the ones that will help me fade this the best. I think I'm gonna go with T6, T0, and T2. Let's try that. Let's try this out. I would not actually try this with my spectrum markers. I would not. Because doing this builds up the ink on the surface of the paper and it makes it sticky and shiny. That's literally, it's sticky right here. But I'm not getting that on the paper with the Copics. I do enjoy sometimes just going in and being really messy with things. This is one of those rare times where I'm just like, I want to be messy. And having the chisel tip on my marker really gives me the opportunity to do that, I'm telling you. I was concerned that I would not like having the chisel tip because typically I work in very fine detail. I really love the up close fine details. But there comes a point where you need to cover a large area quickly because with alcohol ink it does evaporate and leave the ink behind. So the faster you can get it on the paper and like blend it, the better. I'm not saying that you have to always work wet on wet, but I find that when blending large areas like this, it's helpful. And that is not something I could do with the fine point bullet point on the Spectrum Noirs. I mean, I could get going pretty good, but not like this, you know? So what I'm doing is I'm going over the successive colors, but I'm going over groups of them with a lighter color. So this is T2. I'm going basically over everything that's T2 all the way back to T4 with this shade. And then I did everything from T5 to black in the T6. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing an experiment and I'm trying to explain it while I'm doing it. The way I'm doing this is just I'm really saturating the paper and letting it kind of blur and blend on its own. Like, yes, it's desaturating, but that's kind of what I want. And I kind of want this to look rough. I'm kind of envisioning like a very dark stone wall behind the phoenix. Am I going to achieve that? Who knows? I feel like to a certain degree as an artist, you're like both completely in control of everything that's happening in front of you, but also so very not in control of what's happening in front of you. It's a, I guess it's a weird dichotomy. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm guiding it, but exactly what occurs. It's somewhat to the it's somewhat left to the materials and such. I don't know. Like, I'm not controlling every individual molecule of ink that spreads and alcohol that evaporates from the ink. I'm not controlling that. I don't know. Wow. Well, that's a lot of ink that I put down. Sometimes I like to flip my art over, especially when using markers, and look at the back. It can be really interesting. Some of them come out really pretty. What I'm loving here is if you look how much ink I laid down right here, like, there's no shininess, none whatsoever. Where's the other one? So if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, but right here in the tree, it's very, very shiny. I did not saturate the paper like I'm doing right now with the ink. These were with my Spectrum Noirs. It just has that shiny, where anywhere there's dark ink, it's really shiny. There you go. See that pretty good. There's no shiny here. If it was shiny, you would see like little splotches and streaks. Nothing. So I'm liking that a lot. That used to drive me crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna grab T0 and I'm going to come around the very edges right here really quick, and then I'm gonna grab the colorless blender and flick out from the yellow again. to say it 'cause I know maybe you'll be better off just being alone. I don't get if you wanna go, 'cause I know me. Don't even have to say it 'cause I know. I feel like I've never seen The Manchurian Candidate. Well, I realized that was really random. It's because I'm listening to something. Have I ever seen that? When something ever come down to someone who'll be there for you. Okay. I am liking that. There's a little bit too much variation for me out here. Although, if I look at it from further away, okay, it looks to me like there's actually like a ripple or wave effect going through the outer edges of the background. And I think I like it. It looks like the air is actually being disturbed. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna grab the color of the Splendor here. I'm gonna come through here really quick. I'm gonna go really quick through the flames here because I don't want to mess up what I've got there. And it won't if I go quick, because as soon as it wets, it doesn't move unless you move it with the brush. The ink doesn't move. It just gets wet real quick. So if you go fast, it won't move the ink. If you slow down, you're gonna smudge. And sometimes it does smudge, but the effect that it creates, I feel like is worth the risk. I feel like it's worth the risk. It might not be. So I get it wet, and it allows the alcohol ink, I guess, just the colorless blender, it allows it to disperse the ink a little bit more, so it blends a little better. If you hear any yelling in the background, I think it's my kid laughing. I say kid, he's an adult. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I forgot where I was. It's alright. All right. Okay. I like that. I'm going to come back through with the fluorescent yellow on the wings, the fluorescent yellow green. Don't want to go too far on this, but Oh, so the movie, what was that? What was the name of the movie I was talking about? What? Oh, The Manchurian Candidate. My husband put in the chat some information about that movie. You know, if you want to look it up, see what the heck I'm talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about. What?
You said you didn't know if you had seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen it. It's fine. I'm supposed to be using the half brain right now, but I might have left it over there with him. I don't know. Guys, girls, bunnies, princesses. Holy crow. That is wow. Pop. I love it. Just making my phone.
Get out, Robert. Yep. Hey.
So amazingly wow. Why have I never used fluorescence before? What is wrong with me? That's gorgeous. I'm seeing this in blue, actually, to be honest. What are you doing, naughty dog? Don't come hide under my feet. I don't know what you're thinking. Whose room was he in? Was she in?
Julian.
I haven't mentioned it in this live, so I'll mention it now. I think I haven't. If you want to know what I'm listening to and singing along to, it's over here in this little box right here. I'm so excited right now. It doesn't take a lot, but I get really excited when something that I'm experimenting with just suddenly comes together. And you know, it might not look exactly how I wanted or how I envisioned when I started it, but I think sometimes if you get too locked in to what you want, then you miss out on what might happen on accident. I'm really happy with this right now. I'm so glad that I decided to give this a shot. It was taking a chance because it could have totally destroyed it, right? But if I had never tried it, I wouldn't be having my favorite thing in the world happen right now. It's my current favorite thing in the world. This is. Wow. It'll change in like 5 minutes though. Come straight through the middle again, like I did the first time. This is one thing that I love about alcohol markers is that you can just build and build and build and build. Most markers, if you color over them so many times, you totally lose the color underneath. But because the ink evaporates quickly, you can layer and it comes out just beautiful. And you get that real deep color that, I mean, you really can't beat it. Like watercolor can't do this. Not this way, anyway. I really, really like this so much. I want to call this done and set it away for a little bit and come back and look at it again. While I do that, I'm going to grab this, and I've been thinking. Be right back. Give me a second. I'm looking for RVs. Okay, I grabbed some markers. I stuck with all the RV colors. We're gonna swatch them real quick because I really don't know what they are. I mean, obviously they're red violets, right? But I got the RV 000. I got the dog hair on my markers. RV 00. RV 04. RV 13, RV 23, and RV 93. Why does this look so much lighter? I'm confused. So we're gonna swatch these real quick. Oh, that's mighty bright. I bet that looks so bright. My goodness. I think I'm gonna go with these two and 93. Okay. I'm gonna start darker in the middle, and we're just gonna put a background on this real quick. I'm trying to leave a gap there around the edge. I think I just waved my armpit at everybody. It's fine, right? It's just an armpit. was a zombie jumbo. If you don't know this song, you should know this song. King Kong zombies on the entire state, but the biggest zombies Tokyo alone. Zombies that call the city home. Oh. Back to back, belly to belly. I don't give a darn 'cause I'm done that already. Oh, back to back, belly to belly. Zombie jamboree. Succeeding. Back to back, belly to belly. I don't give a damn. Back to back, zombie jamboree in the forest. Back to belly. I don't very often do pink and large swaths, so I thought this would be pretty. Nicotine, and you can do a lot more complicated I can do a lot more complicated backgrounds than this, I'm aware. But this is just a really simple way to create a quick background. It's one of my favorite ways, actually. I love to just create a blended background with just a fade of color. It doesn't detract from the piece that you're going around. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to improve it. It just helps to kind of ground it, center it, you know? I'm gonna come right in here. Don't need to do a lot here. Just a little bit. Get that little fine line right there, right there. Yeah. That looks pretty cool, right? I think it does. I need to slow down a little bit. I'm not giving the ink time to actually get into the paper. Just slow it down a little bit. What if you were truth and everyone else said this and this apart? What if you I'm not even sure I like that. I might need to pull in a mid-tone color from here to blend that better. I'm not sure about this. come back with this color. And we're gonna try some flicking here. See how this just kind of smooths out the shade? And that's a major advantage of the brush. So you saw me go over all of this with the, I can't word today. I went over all of it, the outer edge with the chisel tip, and you can see that it really creates a sharper edge. I think I really put down too much ink here. And I kind of did it on purpose because I wanted to see what would happen. I see what happens now. It becomes very difficult to blend to an accurate depth. When you feel like this, saying things that don't exist. Only covered in your fingertips. Oh, why did I feel like hate it when you feel like this, saying things we don't exist. I'm gonna come in from the other side with RVW0, RV00. I'm hitting the edge of the paper with the brush and it's coming up like that, and I don't want to do that. So, almost every day of the week, when I do art, I'm here by myself. My husband has to have a job, okay? But I have to say, it's kind of comforting when he's home while I'm streaming, because I don't have to ask. I don't have to ask him to do it. I don't have to, like, I don't even have to guess. Like, he's on the stream. He's sitting there. And I know that if somebody sends me a message in the chat, he will let me know. So I am probably not looking up at the camera as often as I do when he's not here. I forgot I'm supposed to be blending this towards the center. Oops. It's fine. The only difference is basically the way your stroke ends. So if you're out here and you do like that, when you start the streak, there's almost always like that little line. But at the end, it kind of feathers out like that. And then when you turn it like this, your flicks go like that. Or like this. It's just a matter of where the starting and ending of the stroke is. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter. We go down on a dime. Looking for a feeling, I just wanna cry. Give me the feeling, I this is not going the way I thought it would. And I'm having trouble processing in my head why. So I'm gonna finish it out the best I can. And I need to think about it. I need to have a think about it. Things aren't always readily apparent to me, even if they should be obvious. I'm just not sure what's going on here. Because it shouldn't be so much of a dark line. Same thing with that Phoenix. And I think it's a me issue, as in a user error. Problem sits between the chair and the art. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what it is. I did say I was creating simple backgrounds, but you tell me. That's kind of off looking. And maybe it's just too wet, but reach out your hand to me. So just need ourselves. Okay, so this is a thing that I'm experiencing, and it's not just because they were dark versus light colors. What is happening here? I shouldn't have that line on any of them. I mean, I can obviously take the colorless blender and fix it all, but it shouldn't create that in the first place. Come here, King Pawn. I need a support. I have a feeling this isn't going to come to me right now. So, okay. It's not a problem. It's just that I want to know why this is happening. Because of two reasons. Because I didn't intend it to happen, one. So, I want to figure out what I did that caused it to happen. And also, what if I ever wanted to create that effect again? Right? So I definitely want to know why. And I feel like it's got something to do with the chisel tip. I honestly do. I don't know. If you've ever had this experience, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna go. We've got a background down. If I figure out how to fix this or change it, I will on the next live. But that's really all the energy I have for today. So, yeah, I hope you liked this. I hope you liked watching me do this. And you can do the like, subscribe, notification bell thing if you want. You don't have to. But, yeah, we done. This has been Periwinkle Palace Arts. I have been Princess Bun Bun. I'll probably be Princess Bun Bun always. And We did art. Bye.